Yo, welcome to the show. It's Boston's Banter with Frank the Bank and Keith K. Lava. You know the answer. Talking sports, breaking down the play so raw. From the Celtics to the Sox, we giving you the score. Catch the vibe, we coming live. Filling up your feed, let the passion thrive. Every dunk, every run, we analyze the moves. Shout out to the fans, feel the rhythm and grooves. From Gillette to the Garden, we ain't missing a beat. Frank and K. Lava bring the fire, can't accept defeat.
What up? Welcome back to Boston's Banter, where the sports are wicked and the banter is pisser. I'm your host, Frank the Bank. With me, as always, is Keith K. Lava, LaCava. What's going on, bro?
Not much. I'm Obi Bro Koye.
Oh, I got a good one, too. Ring Bro Style. What's going on?
Ring Bro Style.
What's
Hell
going
yeah,
on, man?
We stars over here.
I love it. Episode 60 tonight. We got a good amount to talk about, too. We got a Foxborough focus, too. So why don't we jump right into the Wicked Pisser News?
You got it, Frankie. Here we are, brother. Wicked Pisser News. Let's break it down for the first story. We got some more Celtics news. So the Celtics signed head coach Joe Mazzulla to a multi-year contract extension. Terms of the deal were not disclosed. Obviously helped lead the C's to their 18th championship in his second season as the head coach. 16-3 in the playoffs that year, man. Just running through teams. He was also the youngest coach to win an NBA title since Boston icon Bill Russell won one as a player coach for the season 1969 at 35 years old. Well-deserved for the Rhode Island native, who has a regular season record of 182-64 and a 33-17 record in the playoffs, bro. I'm telling you right now, man, I'm glad we got him locked up. Obviously, he came in on weird circumstances, with the whole Ime Udoka thing.
Yeah,
but dude, it panned out really good for our team.
Yeah, Mazzulla's a great coach. He's awesome. He reminds me of Belichick a little bit.
With the press conferences
are hilarious. So no, it's good. I'm glad they locked him up.
Absolutely. Too. But Frankie, let's get into the Red Sox update, man.
They fell off, man.
Iffy, 50-50 this past week. It's still
2-4, right? Since our last episode, right? The 4.5 game back of the Blue Jays, but we're still in front of the Yankees, so that's good.
Yes, sir. So Frankie, currently they're sitting at 65-55 on the season. Still in second in the AL East and actually second in the wild card. So let's break down what they did this past week. So they won 6-2 last Tuesday in Boston versus the Royals, followed by a 7-3 loss versus the Royals last Wednesday. Then to start the Padres series last Friday on the road, they won 10-2.
They killed it that game.
And then a skid happened here, Frankie. Then an unfortunate 5-4 loss to the Padres this past Saturday.
That was a tough one.
Then another loss to the Padres, 6-2 on Sunday to lose that series. And lastly, to start the Astros series in Houston on Monday, a third straight loss, this time 7-6. Actually, the Sox had 3 home runs, one by Roman Anthony, who we're going to be getting into in a little bit, Abraham Toro, and it was the homecoming king, Alex Bregman, who received an ovation in his former team's ballpark.
He should.
Right, absolutely. And then he hit a 2-run homer in the first after. Then they started booing him.
Yeah, we got the Astros again tonight in Houston, so we'll see if we can get a W. 3 in a row. Losses here. Not good.
I know, man.
Absolutely.
But Frankie, like we were just talking about Roman Anthony, bro, we got some news on him.
Kids and animals.
Let's bring it up real quick. The Red Sox have signed outfielder Roman Anthony to a 8-year, $130 million extension. The deal includes a club option and will keep him under team control through 2034. The 21-year-old and former top prospect for the MLB and Red Sox made his major league debut back at the beginning of June and also became the second youngest Red Sox player to make his debut since Rafael Devers, who was 20 when he debuted. I mean, obviously, we got to bring him up. Yeah, screw him.
Yep.
He's got a batting average of .279, 20 RBIs, and 3 home runs since joining the majors.
Yeah, the kid's nasty. He's so good. He's quick, too, and he's been great. He's been pretty clutch, too, honestly. I think that's a great signing. He's played so good.
I mean, kind of cheap, too. You got him for cheap.
Smart. Sometimes it's smart to do that. The whole Tristan, we talked about, what's his name, Campbell.
Christian Campbell. They gave him a lot of money, man.
They gave him a lot of money, like, after the first 5 games
and
he
they
played
demoted him.
And then they demoted him because he fell off so fast. I don't see that happening with Roman, and I think they got a discount with him. This kid's going to be real good.
Absolutely, Frankie. I agree with that, man. But Frankie, let's get into some NFL news, brother. And Frank Stradamus back in the building, bro. All right, let's get it popping, man. We had some free agency moves. Actually, only one notable free agency move, so let's break it down real quick. So the Chargers have signed a familiar face and 6-time Pro Bowler Keenan Allen to a 1-year, $8.52 million deal to reunite with the Chargers and Herbert the Herbert, bro. I'm always bring that up. So Allen spent the first 11 seasons of his NFL career with the Chargers, and now he's back in LA. We'll see how he does over there, and probably see him, this being his last year, maybe.
Yeah, I mean, I called it. I mean, he came out and said he wanted to go with the Bears or the Chargers, but nobody was knocking right away. So, I mean, the fact that he went back is pretty cool for him. But
well, Mike Williams retired. They got a rookie over there, and Trey Harris, and obviously Ladd McConkey.
Harris has looked good. I mean, I don't know if this is going to eat into McConkey a little bit. I think it might. I mean, Herbert and Keenan Allen were unbelievable.
Yeah, they got some chemistry.
They had a great chemistry. He was like top 5 receptions one year.
Right.
If not even more. So
yeah, man, he's been a beast with them, man, especially with the core. I mean, he played with
yeah.
Phillip Rivers too, man, so we got to give Phillip Rivers some credit over there too, throwing his way. But Frankie, with training camp in the preseason starting, obviously with that happening, injuries seem to be a thing in the NFL right now. So let's bring it up with some notable injuries real quick. So speaking of the Chargers, and this is very unfortunate for them,
this was tough.
The guy who just signed a record-breaking deal for an offensive lineman, left tackle Rashawn Slater, suffered a season-ending torn patella tendon in practice last week, and that's Herbert's blindside protection. Not good for the Chargers. He's out for the season.
Yeah, it was like the next day after he signed the contract.
Yeah, horrible, bro. And then we got over here, Texan safety C.J. Gardner-Johnson suffered a knee injury in practice last week and had to be carted off the field. It initially looked serious and possibly season-ending.
I texted you.
Yeah, we were talking about that,
one of my predictions for the interceptions.
Right. But they thought it was an ACL, but I guess his ACL looks intact, and he still may be ready for week 1. So we'll see what happens with that. Colts quarterback Anthony Richardson suffered a dislocated finger in the preseason game versus the Ravens and was pulled from the game and is listed day-to-day currently.
He'll be fine.
And this one, dude, was kind of scary. Lions safety Maurice Norris suffered a serious head injury in Friday's preseason game versus the Falcons,
that was crazy.
Attempting to make a tackle on the kickoff and was taken off the field in an ambulance. The game was eventually canceled in the fourth quarter. Recent updates say he had feelings in all his extremities, and he also wrote on Instagram, "I'm all good, man." So no news how long he'll be out, but I guess they're going to try to take it easy with him, especially after an injury like that.
That's tough, yeah. I mean, the only other one I saw was Rondell Moore.
I was just going to bring that up,
so
bro.
Sad
that is sad, man. It's heartbreaking.
Oh, man, he made such an effort to get back. And it's just, you're rooting for him, It just
last year getting traded from the Cardinals to the Falcons, tore his ACL in the preseason, out for the year. He's on the Vikings, looking to be their premier punt returner and everything. Literally on the first play he was on the field, punt return, got tackled. He went down. He was slamming the cart. He was very unhappy.
Yeah, even the announcers were like, "Oh, it's so sad. You're rooting for this kid," and like. That's going to be tough to come back from.
Yeah, it is,
tough.
man.
I feel so bad for the guy.
2 in a row in the preseason, too, with 2 different teams, bro. I mean, you pray for him,
He showed
man.
so much promise, too.
And then, Frankie, even though it's only preseason, we have to show this clip real quick. I mean, we got to bring this up.
All time.
Yes, sir. Let's bring it up real quick.
They drill the ball.
Holy smokes. They got a shot.
He just kicked a 70-yard field goal. Are you kidding me?
Crazy.
I've never seen that. The NFL record. That would be an NFL record.
This is the end of the first half. Holy smokes.
That's unbelievable.
So Jags kicker Cam Little connected on a 70-yard field goal. But Frankie, unfortunately, it is not going to count.
I know. It's not in the record books. He has a chance to break it during the season, though, if they let him try it.
Well, I guess Liam Cohen was saying, I guess that's not going to be his only opportunity at a 70-yard field goal. Obviously, the record holder is Justin Tucker. He's dealing with some right now.
Yep, he is.
But he beat it by 4 yards. Mind you, he did it outside. Justin Tucker did it in a dome in Detroit.
I mean, end of the first half, end of the game.
Why not?
You might have to try it. You know what I mean?
I'm going to be looking for him in fantasy, bro. That's a good nice. 7 points right there.
7 points right there.
Absolutely, bro.
Awesome.
And then lastly, Frankie, it's not really any news.
This is the great clip.
Dude, we just got to bring this clip up too, so let's show it real quick.
Things up as we look at CeeDee Lamb on the sideline. Kyle?
Yeah, guys, this happened right in front of me. CeeDee Lamb was celebrating Jonathan Mingo getting behind his defender. He was so excited, he jumped in front of an official, and the official ran over CeeDee Lamb. On the sideline, that's where the penalty comes in, and he was off the sideline, he was outside of the box, and so CeeDee's the one that's being penalized here for the Cowboys sideline infraction.
What the hell was he doing, bro?
What is he doing?
Dude, this guy, CeeDee Lamb, was literally just standing on the white. He was celebrating while the ball was in the air. The guy didn't even catch it yet.
I'm telling you right now.
Bro, that ref, they should put him on the field, bro. He ran over CeeDee and flattened him.
I thought he was going to be out for the season after that hit.
Bro, so not only that, it was already embarrassing enough he got run over by a ref. That was a penalty, bro. They would have got the ball at the 28. They ended up getting it at the 35. And mind you, the Cowboys had to settle for a field goal.
So funny.
What are you doing, CeeDee? You know the deal, brother.
That's wild. That was wild.
So funny, though. I was dying when I saw that. Just the
way
it looked, his hair went up and everything,
He got whiplashed, everything. He got hit hard.
That was great, Frankie.
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
So that's all we got for the Wicked Piss of News. We do have a Foxborough Focus this week. Let's jump right into the Foxborough Focus.
Here we are, Frankie. Foxborough Focus. Going to be a lot of that in the upcoming weeks.
Oh, I can't wait.
Yes, sir. But we're going to start before we get into the preseason matchup with the Commanders this past week, bro. Something big happened at Gillette, and we got to bring that up.
So cool, yeah.
So they unveiled a statue, a 12-foot statue of the GOAT. And let's just show the clip real quick.
3, 2, 1.
And Frankie, like I said, a 12-foot statue, of course, being 12 feet with Brady being number 12, and it came out pretty damn good. I mean, look at this picture here, Frankie. Even the face and everything. It looks just like him.
Look, that's whoever did that, they can do my sculptor.
Oh, dude, sculptor Jeff Bucasio, New England native, did a pisser job.
That came out good.
Him and his team spent 20,000 hours perfecting the statue. It also stands on a 5-foot granite base, making the statue officially 17 total feet in height, which 17 being a nod to Brady's 17 AFC East titles.
I love it. So cool.
But during that whole thing, Frankie, Brady was cracking a few jokes. You know, we've never known Brady to be too funny. We've seen him on Saturday Night Live, the dud he dropped over there and everything.
He was great on his own roast, the Tom Brady roast.
No, that was good
was
too.
Awesome on Comedy Central.
Before we get into the preseason game, I want to show the clip of his jokes he made during this presentation.
But in the end, this statue isn't just for Pats fans. It'll also give all the Jets fans something to throw their beers at as they leave the stadium every year. Probably in the second quarter. Maybe the third. Seriously, it is so accurate, so detailed. Hold on one sec. Hello? Really? Okay. Sorry, Jeff, that was Coach Belichick. He said there's still room for improvement. Thank you, New England. I love you. And let's get ready to kick off the 2025 NFL season. Let's go!
Of course, you had to roast the Jets there, of course.
I love that. That was my favorite one with the beer cans throwing it at it. That's so awesome.
Second quarter. And then, of course, when he got the phone call, I was thinking he was really getting a phone. I was watching it live before the preseason game. And then he goes, oh, hey, it was actually Belichick. He said that there's room for improvement. It's like, bro, you got to laugh at that. You know Belichick was probably laughing somewhere in North Carolina.
I hope he was.
Yeah, you better. But, Frankie, like I said, bro, football is back. And we had the first preseason game of the season. And actually, let's get into the highlights real quick.
Football is back. Patriots versus Commanders. First preseason game. In the highlights, they started from the jump, and we got second-round pick right here. Travion Henderson returning the kick in. He's not touched. We've talked about it. The explosive speed. He's taking it all the way. 100 yards for the opening kickoff touchdown to open up the preseason. Got this kid in the second round out of Ohio State. Glad we didn't get Quinshawn Judkins. Kid's going to be a beast. In the Travion Henderson highlights, don't stop there. They're going to give him the pitch, and he's going to take it 18 yards for a first down. He almost broke that one for a long run and almost a touchdown. That kid's got some electric speed. In the red zone at the end of the first quarter with quarterback Drake May, and he's utilizing what else he can do, and that's run, and he's going to run it in for a 5-yard touchdown. Had a turnover earlier in the game, but he was looking good there. Fast forward to about 5.5 minutes left in the second quarter, and it ain't Travion Henderson this time. It's the other running back, Antonio Gibson, and look at him. He's hitting the hole. He's going. Is he? Nah, definitely ain't for a touchdown, but a good 62-yard return from the other running back. And back in the red zone, quarterback Josh Dobbs, and he's feeling the blitz. Oh, he's moving around. It looks like a Madden move right there. And he's going to be getting into the end zone for a quarterback rush touchdown just like Drake May. Fast forward to the middle of the third quarter, and third-string quarterback Ben Woolridge is going to find undrafted rookie Efton Chisholm III, who's going to make his way into the end zone for a touchdown. Led the team in receiving and a touchdown. And in dominating fashion, the Patriots are going to win the first preseason game under Mike Vrabel 48-18.
Now, Frankie, rather than go through all the stats, like we did last year, breaking down the offense, defense, and all that, like we talked about changing it up a little bit, bro. I just want to talk about a few things I noticed within this, this game and everything.
Let's do it.
So I'm bringing it up real quick. So they had 153 total yards rushing and 189 yards receiving. And, bro, that tells me that the Patriots, they have a lot of depth at running back and receiver. May not be full talented depth, but they got young depth behind the top guys. They got a
good team. They have a good depth. Honestly, you're right. And it was a pretty balanced game if you look at it.
That's what I'm saying, bro. We looked good on the special teams. Obviously, you saw Travion Henderson returning the opening kickoff.
I gotta give Adam some shout out here. He literally said before the game to me and to people at his work, he's like, watch out for Travion Henderson. Of course, the kid's first touch, boom. I saw him the other day. His first college touchdown. His last college touchdown. His first NFL touchdown.
Yep.
I was like, that's pretty cool.
It was like 2 70-yarders. It was like a 70-yarder. His first college touch, 75-yarder. His last one. And then his first NFL touch is a 100-yard touchdown, bro.
Like I said, Adam was like, you got to watch this kid. I'm like, yeah, this is one of the guys I'm looking at, too. He's nice.
But, bro, I like how it looks, though, with our running back room, especially with Ramondre, and Antonio Gibson and now Travion Henderson. You know, you got your power with Ramondre. You got Antonio Gibson kind of as the mid guy. He even had a 62-yard return.
Gibson's not a bad running back at all.
You know what I mean?
He's a good our running back room is stacked.
And that's the thing. Even in the highlights we saw, Travion Henderson, he got a pitch for 18 yards. He almost broke that for a touchdown too.
His quickness and his speed is you cannot
explosive.
be denied. Just unbelievable.
Get him in open field. That guy is going to take it to the house, bro. So I love what I'm seeing out of the Patriots. And obviously, man, it being 48-18, we put up the most points out of every team in the NFL this past preseason week.
Killed it.
Dude, I'm loving how they're looking. I know it's preseason, Frankie. You know, we had a lot of backups out there. You know, you expect that in preseason. But even with the guys who are younger, like Efton Chisholm, we saw him lead the team.
Chisholm, great.
We saw him lead the team in receiving and everything. And he got a touchdown. And that's what I wanted to see. I just, I wish my boy Kyle Williams got the ball, but there's still 2 more preseason games.
No, they didn't play that much anyway. So.
Yeah, Josh Dobbs needs to stop overthrowing him.
That's true.
Good stuff, Frankie.
So yeah, that's all we got for the Foxborough Focus this week. Let's jump into another fun lava round. We got the top 10 running backs, but our sleeping running backs, our sleepers. So
yes, sir.
I'm going to name off the top 10 currently on ESPN PPR. Jump right into it. Bijan Robinson is currently number 1. Saquon Barkley, number 2. Jameer Gibbs, 3. CMC is at 4. Ashton Genty is at 5. 6 is Devin Achane. 7, we got Jonathan Taylor. 8, we got Josh Jacobs. 9, we have Derrick Henry.
9, Derrick Henry.
I know. And 10 is Bucky Irving. So, I mean, pretty interesting top 10 here. I mean, it's pretty solid, but I mean, there could be definitely some mixing up here. And, why don't we jump right into, like, who your first kind of sleeper is?
Frankie, I'm going to go with another Patriot here like I did last week with Drake May. I'm going to say running back Travion
I got him on my list,
bro.
too. I got him on my list, too, after that. So.
Oh, dude, absolutely. Let's break it down real quick, Frankie. So looking to be owned in roughly 90% of leagues with the current ADP of 67. He's definitely a guy, regardless of being a rookie, that will provide a spark, not only for the Pats, but for your fantasy team.
Yeah.
And like I talked about in Foxborough Focus, this kid will be a vital piece to Josh McDaniels' offense, rushing, receiving, and obviously returning like we saw, man. And it'll be good, obviously, for the PPR leagues guy. This guy's going to be getting a lot of passes out of the
PPR is going to be huge. So I feel like that's really where he's going to shine is the receiving yards and the receptions. Honestly, the kid is unbelievable. You have to get him the ball. You have to get your playmakers the ball. This kid is going to make plays.
Bro,
we saw it already.
Yeah, dude, I'm telling you right now, too, if you could get points for pass protection by running backs, this dude would be the #1 running back in fantasy because he's great at that, too.
Yeah.
Like I said, you don't get points for that. But the kid showcases explosive speed, as we saw.
I have him here, too. I mean, he's currently the 22nd running back taken. So I feel like he's going to get taken higher than that, especially, again, being from around here, but just showing what he's shown off already in the few little touches. Kid looks unbelievable.
Yeah, man. I can't wait to see what he does in the regular season. He's definitely going to be great for our team. We got him as a steal in the 2nd round, bro. Thank God we didn't take Quinshawn Judkins like I was talking about.
Right. Well, why don't you give me your second running back? Who's your second guy right now?
So, Frankie, I'm going to go with running back DeAndre Swift of the Bears.
You had him on your team last year. It's a good pick. I liked
started
him
off
last
a little
year,
slow and everything, but then he picked it up for me. Another versatile running back who, under horrible coaching last season, had nearly 1,000 yards rushing, 386 yards receiving, and 6 touchdowns. He's got a new offensive-minded coach in Ben Johnson, who, as OC of the Lions last year, got Jameer Gibbs to nearly 2,000 all-purpose yards with 20 total touchdowns, and running back David Montgomery to over 1,100 all-purpose yards and 12 touchdowns. With a current ADP of 52 in ESPN and 64 in Yahoo, I think Swifty's numbers with Chicago go up from last year, especially where he started off slow. Swift was even in Detroit with Ben Johnson, so the familiarity is there, and I believe that it's going to help Swift's production immensely. Johnson knows how to use him, and I see a good year for Swifty, Frankie. So yeah, Frankie, who you got for your number 2?
I mean, I'm going Chuba Hubbard. The kid was an animal for me last year. Absolutely killed it. He had 250 rushes, almost 1,200 yards, 10 touchdowns, just rushing touchdowns. I think he had 1 receiving touchdown, but I feel like his ADP currently is 45. He's currently being taken as the 17th running back. So he's ranked 17th in the running back polls currently. Over the past 2 seasons, he's caught 82 passes on 98 targets. So that's an 84% catch rate, which is actually 3rd highest catch rate in the league in the last 2 seasons, behind Devin Achane and Rashad White, of all people. So I feel like with that offense this year, I feel like he's going to catch some more balls. And you can't really stack the box. You just drafted McMillan. You know what I mean? Their wideouts are great. We talked about Bryce Young last week. I feel like it only helps Chuba having better wideouts out there.
Right.
Because you can't stack the box as much. So I think Chuba's going to have another great season just like last year. And, being drafted where he is, he could be a league winner for you.
The thing is, too, and I like Chuba, don't get me wrong, I do. The only thing that I am worried about with him is just Rico Dowdle being there. Because obviously they signed him to a free agent contract. But again, you know that their guy is Chuba Hubbard. They're not going to be like, oh, we got to make sure Rico gets the carries.
Miles Sanders was going to take it from. Miles Sanders was really good for Philadelphia Philadelphia a few years ago.
With
Rico
the Kansas City shirt.
I know, I'm saying. Rico Dowdle's a good running back, but he's not. If you look at, like, the success rate, Chuba Hubbard's got him murdered.
Right.
So it's
No,
like
you're right.
his kid's target percentage, catch rate is third most in the league in the last 2 seasons. I mean, and he don't even catch a ton of balls. He caught 43 last year.
He's going to get his, bro.
He's going to be great this year, in my opinion. So
He was one guy when we talked about players to kind of avoid. I did bring up, but again, it's a guy that you can't avoid if you see him there in the
I
pass.
think he's going to be good. The kid tore it up for me last year.
Yeah, he did.
And we've talked about how good we think their offense is going to be this year. Is Rico going to, vulture a few touchdowns? Sure, I think he will, but I don't. Rico had an okay season with Dallas for what he was, 1,000-yard rusher, but I don't think Rico is anywhere near Chuba Hubbard. So.
I agree, Frankie.
Who's your last guy you got?
And I got running back Aaron Jones of the Vikings, Frankie.
Right.
Another veteran running back looking to be utilized in a different looking offense from the previous year. The Vikings still have the same coach, but a new quarterback from last year. The Vikings got rookie first-round pick from last year, J.J. McCarthy, finally healthy, and I believe they'll lean on the run to take some pressure off McCarthy, especially with wide receiver Jordan Addison suspended the first 3 games. I love Justin Jefferson in that offense, but he isn't going to get the ball every damn play. We know that, bro. I wish it, man. If I got him in fantasy, that'd be awesome. But Aaron Jones had 255 carries for 1,138 rush yards and 5 touchdowns to go along with 51 receptions for 408 receiving yards and an additional 2 receiving touchdowns. He's hit the age 30 threshold, and the Vikings did add running back Jordan Mason to
That's
their
what
team.
scares me about this.
You know what I
It's the
mean?
Mason.
But if Jones stays healthy, I don't see him dipping into Jones's touches. I think the veteran running back will be a good checkdown option for the young quarterback, too. I mean, we've seen him do that a lot, especially with Aaron Rodgers.
Yeah, I mean, he's going to need to check it down.
Over 50 catches.
Yeah, but JJ likes to run. You know what I mean? I think he's able to run. I shouldn't say he likes to run, but he's able to run. Mason being there scares me a little bit as well. I mean, I'm fading Aaron Jones more than I'm thinking he's a sleeper this year, because I usually take Aaron Jones. I like Aaron Jones as a back, but the Mason tore it up last year, and Mason was very efficient in his carries. So that I've read a lot about that too, because I like Aaron Jones, but I feel like that one's going to be. I feel like it will eat into his touches this year, honestly. The Mason signing.
The reason why I got faith is because we saw Jordan Mason start off hot for the Niners last year, and then he just sucked.
He fell off. He did. He fell off hard. You're right.
I mean, who knows how it could be? It's a whole new season, but we'll see, Frankie.
Yeah, it's not a bad pick.
Yes, sir. Who you got for your third, Frankie?
I'm going Brian Robinson. I mean,
like
he's
it.
31st ranked, so he's much later in terms of running backs. He's ranked 31st.
Man, that dude survived bullets.
I'm saying
He's a
ADP
beast.
is 77th overall. He had 800 yards, 4.3 yards a carry, 8 touchdowns last year. Pretty high floor, and a lower, I wouldn't say the floor is high, so in the ceiling, could be a lot higher, because we talk about their offense being great, and it is, as long as McLaurin comes back. Eckler is obviously not getting any younger, so I feel like, he was top 20 in red zone attempts. I feel like he's just going to score a little bit more touchdowns than he did last year. He was top 20 in red zone attempts last year of all the running backs. So he's just got a lot. He's got a lot going for him. And again, he's just a tough, hard-nosed runner.
He is. He's a beast.
If Eckler gets injured like he's prone to do, if he does, again, he's not getting any younger. He's in his 30s. He could really break out this year.
Yeah, I could see it, man.
So,
definitely. Those are some good picks you got there, Frankie.
You too, buddy.
Hey, we got
stuff.
receivers next week.
Yeah, let's do it.
Top 15, top 20, whatever it is. Going to be a lot of sleeper receivers to talk about.
We'll do top 20 or top 15. We'll start there.
Yes, sir.
So, another great episode. That was a great live round.
Yes, it was,
Keith,
bro.
as always. Good
Love the
stuff.
fantasy weeks,
I'm
bro.
saying, good picks, man. Awesome show.
Frankie, you hear that?
Yeah, I do.
3, 2, 1.
Frank, what is this? What happened, Frankie? Dude, the room is destroyed, bro.
Something just blew up over there or crashed or something.
Frank, you hear that noise?
Keith, what the is that?
Dude, I don't know. That thing's ugly as. All right, Frank. Yeah, I think he's leaving now.
Yeah, I think he's gone.
Okay, whatever. Can you maybe break it down for me this week? What it is?
Yeah, this week we got Alien Earth, the first TV show for the Alien series.
Yeah, that actually
That's
does
gonna
look pretty
look dope.
good. But yeah, man, those
That
things are
looks dope.
scary as hell, man.
It starts tonight, actually.
So, Frankie, this place is destroyed. How about we just get up on out of
Yeah,
here?
let's do it. From Beantown to your town, stay wicked pissed.
So from Foxborough to your. Oh, what the f? Okay, screw this. From Foxborough to your borough. Thanks for listening. We'll see you next week. I'm out of here.